Hello everyone, this is Dreaming Dragon. Welcome back to our Total War 3 Kingdoms 190 Expanded Mod Compilation Zhang Lu Let's Play. We kick back into it in turn 36, in the harvest season of 187. So last time, we got to do a lot of watching of crazy diplomatic relations. We finally balanced our faction-wide resource, Celestial Masters. It's going up now after we built these buildings. I think Liu Yan hit us with the crop failure one last time before he goes down. In the interest of fair play, we will ambush here. And if his army comes back down this time, we will hit him as hard as we can. We don't mind getting more Celestial Masters for battles. That'll jump us up closer to the next tier that we want to be in. Should have canceled this the turn before we can get the next one going, and we do need that because we want these buildings as quick as possible for more food, as we're about to lose even more food for having a large city. Same here, this is getting to a city build, and all we'll have to show for it is Confucian temples. We can swap this. We can't afford the public order swap though. We're gonna save the cash, see what we can do next turn, unless we did notice last time that Wangdong has some ancillaries that can be traded out. There's one we want to keep there. The officer, which I don't think we have one yet, gives the military requisition assignment, which can reduce our recruitment cost in the future. We'll sell the sword and shield. He's okay in terms of happiness here. He's got a bandit background and skill tree, which isn't bad. It actually is quite good for extra range damage here from also getting it here, and the armor piercing damage, and he gets range damage here. Or, nope, he gets ranged firing rate. His unit gets thought. I didn't notice that, and that's pretty high armor base. We'll hold on to him. I talked myself into it. We'll give him a title and everything. But we're gonna sell those in, at least the sword and shield to Mr. Moneybag.
We are obliged to you for this kindness.
And get the cost of recruiting him back. We could do the pass, but we need to save the cash. This has 1.2 million population now. We can bump these up. Reserves are dropping by 8 per turn. We will be able to manage through the end of winter. We have plenty of reserves and all of our settlements, so annoying for sure. The reduced income from peasantry is especially annoying, since that's our main form of income. Hit us pretty hard, that one. Like I mentioned, once we have enough food that we just have tons of excess food every turn, the AI won't have the recommendation to do crop failure, even though it would ruin our economy a bit, because the main thing is the reduced food, and they wouldn't be able to reduce our food that much. Cao Cao invited Sun Jian into the coalition, and Sun Jian declared war on Yuan Shu as well. Quite a scary coalition going. Okay. Okay. That's not good. We're not involved in that war, but we signed peace with Liu Yan. We could become involved in that war, so we're going to go send our army to Shangyong. That does risk Meixian, and this...
To duty!
We need to build food. Our reserves are going to drop a little faster from the food shortage now. These two cities finished building. We're going to build these both at the same time. maybe not both at the same time. That's about to come online though, and we need to build that quickly when that happens. So yeah, we'll let this happen here. We'll start the assignment over here. We can afford this. I don't mean money-wise, I mean public order-wise. Wow. Yang Guangwan really is one of those really amazing administrators. Who knew? She looks quite scary. I wouldn't want to cross her. But she makes a good administrator, apparently. Very, very skilled at her job. Never judge a book by its cover. We forgot about this mechanic. We're going to do that. It's going to reduce our corruption, improve our income, and improve satisfaction across the board. Now that that's a mechanic, we can manage satisfaction a little better, and once our heir comes of age, that'll be even better. We're losing imperial favor from having low food now, ironically. Oh my gosh, we are just coalition hopping. I can't keep up with it. Sunshang and Yang Ang are getting along. We forgot we need to re-recruit them. We can do that over here. It's the most useful spot for them to be.
Let desire shape and guide passion.
It's actually time to consider giving Yang Yanwan a better retinue. I
Mimic
kind
the
of want to wait.
mountain and remain steadfast.
We'll try. We want to wait till she hits rank 5. She can get Zhen defenders, and then this place becomes a whole lot more defensible with unbreakable units.
Sprout ever upwards.
Once again,
to heaven.
I feel the warmth.
We're gonna check on our relationship with Liu Biao.
Come, let us talk.
It's barely staying positive. We want to keep it that way. We want to avoid war with him at almost all costs. Getting some old notifications. Apologies. Don't think we want to take that quite yet. We'll be able to build this and improve the public order quite a bit, so why not? We're still going to send our main army this direction. They can stop here. I guess not.
Advancing! My troops need respite.
And keep somebody particularly happy. Gunning needs a better title. He's facing lack of purpose. No, he's not. He's losing lack of purpose now that he's in an army. Tiancho, we know, wasn't thrilled. He's actually in a faction council role, that's right. Then Li Xiu gets this. It's high time he had a nice weapon. He got extra experience from our faction council. He just getting extra passive experience, which we're fine with. No more ancillaries that we can really use. No characters we particularly want. Liu Yan. Ignoring the defense of Ba to go and ostensibly take Qizhen and Yong'an. And go fight Liu Biao. Maybe. Like an idiot. It's also because Liu Yan is egoistic, quite unlike him to join a coalition. He might be quite upset about it, actually. As in, it might register as unfavorable deals. This is the only scenario in which it's nice that Liu Yan has all of Ba because it provides a natural buffer for us. But then we wouldn't be at war with Hu Mao anyway. I think Liu Yan declared war on him. First time we've seen Liu Bei in the notifications. We'll see if we can have a deal with him. This is actually a decent, pretty decent strategist as well. We are collecting them. Yeah, reduced satisfaction when present. All the negatives. We got our faction council. Our food situation's fixed because the faction council event against us is over. Li Tue is also at peace with us. Only ones who can do it now are Hu Mao, as of this turn anyway. We need to build schools so we can reduce character salary. We'll take population growth and then go for more peasantry income and more peasantry income, as I think our slow start is going to be prolonged a little bit longer.
Marching!
We're just going to hop them just out.
I return.
They can go... I don't think they need to go anywhere.
Towards victory! Prepare the camp. Peace through conquest.
That takes... Nope, we do have the... We just can't afford this. Or anything else here, even though we have over 1 million population. We're short on cash again. Thing is, we don't need the food, so jump of 8 to 12 is a jump of 4. This is a jump of 5 in the same number of turns. We need money for our faction council as well. Huang Long is someone we might consider. He gets extra capture chance. He has a nice weapon as well.
What do you wish?
We got our new food deal with him, and he is short on food now. Of course, there's always the chance that this gets canceled on us by being forced to go to war with him. And this right here is why we don't want that at all. It's not like if we take his territory, we will be able to get all this income from the land. He's getting a lot of it from AI cheats, from the fact that he has vassals, which he's game is overestimating how much money they're giving him, and then still letting them recruit big armies.
We are obliged to you for this kindness.
We can afford some of those things we were looking at earlier now, like the city build. We'll wait to cheapen it.
Let desire shape
Or reduce
and
the cost
guide
anyway.
passion.
We'll wait on that and do our faction council and recruit stuff. Ooh, especially... I don't think we actually have the money to take advantage of this. We can take advantage of this. Might have the money for it. It's reduced time at a minimum.
Do not break.
We don't have the money to build this now. We're waiting for the assignment to start anyway, so that's fine timing. We'll sell him an ancillary.
You have a proposal. A kind and considered offer.
And
Peace
now we can build
through
this
conquest.
and cancel this. Nothing else we can build up even higher. I know we're like out of food. 0. And building bigger cities still, but it's working out so far. We're gonna build this bigger. and get extra food from these. This is a jump from 5 to 7, plus the modifiers, plus these modifiers, plus Zhang Lu's modifiers. We'll have the money. We'll have the food, I mean. We also build this into a large city and then get to upgrade these the same way. We can convert that now too. Right down to the penny. This is why we pinch pennies. Just met Zhang Xin.
What shall we discuss today?
He's developing land down here too, which we're not thrilled about since we want to take some of this. Oh, worst case scenario, we convince Liu Yan to go to war with him and then take the land from him and then we save some money that way. He kind of wants this. I'm inclined to let it go. If this war gets pieced out with, then we can take our main army down here and do something. Still, we're at war with kind of everybody. At least our vassal master is. We forgot about this mechanic. We need to do it in a different timing now. They're frustrating him, which I'm okay with. We don't actually want to see Liu Yan get bigger. It's rare that he actually sends his armies to do anything. Okay, Cao Cao's really unpopular because of having the Emperor and appearing not that strong. Everybody met Yang Feng because he got the Emperor. Neither of these is amazing. We're gonna ignore. I know we get a chance to deepen our bond with one of them, but it's not critical. Now we can do this and make this faster.
Sprout ever upwards to heaven.
We're already +1 from something. Population size also gives extra food production. So as the population grows, so does the food production, so does the peasantry income. It's all related. We get to snowball at some point.
Nurture passion.
Not anytime soon. We want to get this built all the way up and have a big scary garrison for them to have to deal with. It's actually Imperial units at the top tier. Even though we don't have an empire, it's like, I guess, I don't know, remnants of the old empire holding the gate. We can imagine. I guess at least we don't have to worry that Sun Qian will go to war with us now that our vassal master is allies with him.
Experiences and wisdom.
Liu Yan joined the war against Yunshu. We could offer to help. I'm hoping this level up is for her retinue, and then we just say, okay,
Marching.
we recruit a
Trust instinct. Let
good
the
retinue
horse
for her.
peal with laughter.
Nope, Xianpu. He will actually get schools before he gets an inn. That might have been for commerce, silk and spice. Yeah, we could have gotten that. It's okay. We forgot. We can swap this building. It'll be a 6 and 12. 18-point swing, the population size is contributing to negative public order by 6, so once this gets finished, it'll still be positive. This is gain of 8. This is gain of, gain of. They're both the same gain. This is cheaper, I guess. More food is better though. Let's do that. That'll be just in time for this building to be built.
Caution!
This will be online right after, so we need more base food. Gets multiplied all over the place. You can see our economy is starting to do pretty well. We were giving him food. He's going to be poor again. Guess we get to meet Gongsun Zan. He's so far away, I'm not worried about it. He's got plenty of food. Doesn't like us. Li Tue's taking this back. I'm okay with him actually building out this way. We could cancel this and then take Jingzhao if we're smart about it in this pass. That would make this nice and defensible up here.
Shall we begin?
Is happy to do this now because he's also, well, ironically he's at war with Cao Cao. I don't know if he's going to be meet any success, but he'll pay us. He's only got this farm, it looks like, but he's, you know, equal in strength-ish to us. Which means he's got to at least have one decent army.
We approve this.
He might have some success. Still at war with Yuan, the Duchy of Zhong. We supported his legitimacy and he grew. Wow, he took Hedong. We would have some fights out here, for sure. He's also at war with just about everybody near to him. Liu Chong, Li Tue still, Sun Tian, Cao Cao. He's gonna kind of disintegrate. I'd be interested in taking Nanyang as well. And Hedong, if we could manage it somehow. I doubt it, but we could see. It would be the first time in any of my Zhang Lu campaigns we get to expand this direction earlier, like before our independence.
It is foolish not to rest.
Yes, yes, talk.
Demanded to take this and do this. Everyone else likes this.
Your ignorance is astounding.
I know. We did want this. See, he gets extra capture chance and battle running speed for his own retinue is decent. He's a bandit general. It'd be hard to keep happy though. Level 1. Buy the axe and sell something else, since that's a good item. We are trying to collect weapons for later. 55 armor base, mighty knockback, ranged block chance. Yeah. Where'd you come from? Han Sui maybe sent you as a spy. I know his new faction mechanic involves spying, so we'll let him go. We can hold on to it.
Act quickly!
Don't have any construction to do next turn except this. We'll just hang on to it. It's an investment. These guys, he's taken his, you know, weapon for now. Might hang on to it permanently, we'll see. Hua Xiong is also a beast. Literally a fierce beast background. Could be made to serve our purposes pretty nicely.
We will both gain from this.
You know, we're not close to earning our independence. Zhangxian is like way down here somewhere, just below Sun Jian. What we want though is a per turn deal. We can add 1 value to it, 1.1 for 1 food. Now he feels poor-ish. We'll still take it. It's money we get to claw back from him. Gotta remember, as our economy is growing from non-diplomacy stuff, his economy
Our
is
talks
too,
flowed as smoothly as the river.
because we're feeding him a lot of our income every turn. We had no deals with Zhangxian, so no treachery to worry about. Jingzhou looks like it has an administrator. They're certainly taking their time trying to get to the capital. They took this... Ooh. Big ol' coalition getting formed there. Chen Wen declared war on Cao Cao. Chen Ben... I don't think we've met. Very fun faction to play. I have a little soft spot for him. Yeah. He's willing to pay us for this now again. It's at war with a lot of people. This will be very unpopular. It better be a
Choose
big
your
deal.
words wisely.
Quite a bit of cash for us. Nope. Not going to be worth it in the diplomatic department.
Glad to see you.
This is worth it. We don't mind being enemies of Cao Cao. Everyone's souring on him really fast. We're in a coalition with him as well. Unless Liu Yan leaves,
this.
what's he gonna do? I mean, we're not in the coalition. Cao Cao, Yin Bai Ho, and Sun Jian are in a coalition with Liu Yan. They would have to declare war on their ally and therefore leave the coalition. Or to join, we could abuse him for cash. But I'm more interested in joining the war against him.
Towards peace.
We build this. Food balanced out, no problem. This will go positive next turn. The cities, we forgot to mention earlier on with the mods, the cities also give public order as a way to kind of reward you for building up higher and, you know, offsetting the population. There's more room for the population and more facilities, and so they're happier. Makes sense to me. You can build the pass. It takes a very long time, so taking those when we can get them is nice. We got another nice weapon we can hand off to keep Wang Dong happier. It's extra 8 satisfaction. Sun Chen might need something to keep him happy. Happy to let him hold on to this for the time being. Sun Shuang might get a title. Senior officer. Need to build schools, just haven't had the space or time. Our faction, this should be like a light green color. It's showing red. It's a visual bug. It's growing, not decaying. Quite a bit now. Once it gets to positive 30, we know we'll be able to sit in this tier. Actually, we'll be able to sit in this tier if it goes positive 40 or higher. I think it will. We're building quite nicely now. We probably have a couple of food deals to renew soon. I didn't want to do it while we're building up our cities even further. I know this has to be absolutely riveting. There's not a lot of battles. We're going to try and get into some of those. Jingzhou has been left as a large town, so it's quite vulnerable. We just want to give it a few turns before we can declare war after breaking a treaty. I don't expect he'll lose it to anyone right away, and then there's a pass that we can take if we're lucky. I'm having trouble keeping track of all this. This war didn't happen. Should see us way down south. Other Korean factions declaring war on unpopular figures out here. Purely diplomatic. They're at war, but they haven't taken the Tong Pass. I'm not sure what's happening here anymore. We don't have diplomatic vision. That's okay. Young Boa ranked up again. Good thing we fixed his satisfaction for the most part. She did rank up again. Now we have the extra cash, I think, to give her the retinue we want. Just for the record, 2,053 every turn to Liu Yan.
Obey the heart.
Quite expensive. We got the extra buildings we can build here. So maybe we don't have cash. I'm happy doing this. Everything goes faster, even more gain, even more food, even more public order, even more income, because these actually give extra income now. There's a reason to buy, get them other than satisfaction or public order. We're tripping over our words. Didn't need to sprint there, it's okay.
Home gladdens the heart.
This is ready in 2 turns. Nothing else is ready here, so we can cancel this. These can't go any higher. We need to be a small regional city, which we're building.
Order will spread throughout.
This will be ready for some new buildings. Like, maybe we even rush schools here to get that reform that we were talking about. And then we can build this next turn. Yeah, this is growing quite quickly now. We check our food deals. This ran out. He's
Glad
negative
to
7.
see you.
He could afford almost all of this. We're not going to give him all of this. Maybe just get him positive. We don't need to, like, help him or anything. We have major faction envy with him, but that's not a mechanic. That's just us looking at the big boys fly by, get into all the exciting wars. Quite a good sum
You do
for
us
us.
a great honor in this.
I know. The real thing for us is, ooh, he really overbuilt himself. He's going to need even more food and pay even more to us. He's bankrolling our independence play, basically, without knowing it. Jufu's down here. Renegade Diplomat
Come, let us talk.
actually really wants this deal, which we're more than happy to provide, since he's willing to pay. He doesn't have tons of cash, but he really wants it, so we'll pay something decent. Might even be able to build our pinch pennies. It keeps proving to be a smart strategy. Get every last bit that we can. The sooner we're out of this rapid development phase, the sooner we can start
Your
having
proposal is sound.
some pretty epic battles. We can do that this turn. That's nice. We can cancel this because we won't be able to build anything else bigger until it's a small regional city. Actually built so much so fast.
Flame.
Might be able to do our peasantry assignment here again with our wife. We'll do this now that we remembered. We have that to do. Yunshu's very likely going to be declared an enemy of the Han. Oh, hi, Lu Bu. He's gonna take Jingzhou back, isn't he? Gosh. Oh, the idea was tempting. I mean, we could try to convince Liu Yan to go to war with Li Jie again. He's paranoid, so it'll probably work. We want to wait until after Li Jie takes Jingzhou again. Once that happens, we'll still have to deal with Lu Bu. Zhengjiang has stolen the emperor. Keeps passing from Han hands to bandit hands. Back again. There's a lot of chaos going on. Taishitsu. Okay, he's not actually in the recruitment pool this turn, but he'll show up next turn. Making lots of
Caution.
good cash now.
Heart's desire.
We do want the schools. We'll see what other reforms we could get in the meantime. I don't mind going for more peasantry income and just building the schools and taking it next turn.
Follow the
It's
heart.
fine. Reduce construction cost for all adjacent commanderies for a little while now still. Or we can keep building these. Work on Celestial Masters, which is definitely going to be able to make it to and stay in the top tier now. We still have to afford our faction council events as well.
To arms!
We could just do this though. We're almost a marquee just sitting on this land and building it bigger. Not something we care to do. Not something we care to do. Well, actually, maybe something we care to do. They're not replenishing. If a rebellion did take that, I don't know that we would be able to take it quickly enough. I'm sure their army would bounce back and take it. Hun Sui has this. I guess they bought it. Good for them. We might not even do our faction council. None of it's worth it. Seek skilled characters will just give us a random generic.
Order will spread throughout.
So I guess we hang on to our money. This is still going. We could start doing this and just wait for the buildings to be available to build. We'll be able to build this once we have entrepreneurs. Just actually something. Need these to get entrepreneurs. So we have entrepreneurs. We need artists for this. We'll do that command tree.
Truth is an unquenchable flame.
Let's do this. We'll build the schools. Leave it just at level 1. Build these up. Destroy the schools. Get the other buildings we actually want here for these buildings to go up. And then we'll rebuild the schools later on. We've only put it under siege and not taken it. It's a level 3 town. Just take it. What are you afraid of, Lu Bu? You're putting a large town under siege? There can't be that much of a retinue inside to scare you off. Cao Cao's captured it back. And we left our coalition again. Already, he's just making lots of enemies by joining and leaving and joining and leaving. Okay, so it has an administrator, but they're not home. It has a retinue, and they're scared of that. I guess they're attritioning. Probably with the mod, Li Zue is trying to build too big an army to be able to afford it, even with his AI cheating. We're going to build the sources of income. And food. Yeah, we're just going to hang out and wait. And do this next turn. While Yuan Lu ranks up. Anguo is almost rank 6. We can get some really amazing Tianshi sword guards. Really good melee evasion. Very decent armor piercing for swords. And decent melee base damage as well. Really good attack rate. Resistant to fatigue and disciplined. Gotta be rank 6 for that. This is awkward. Still have a trade agreement with Liu Bao that they can't actually fulfill. Not interested in any of that. This one's fun.
Excellent.
Talk.
He wants more treaties with us. We'll ask for cash. Doesn't have a ton of money to begin with still, but it's free money. I'm not going to pinch pennies on this anymore.
A reasonable offer.
Yep, there's not a ton to do. No deal with Cao Cao, but he's broke. Ooh. He either lost food territory or took a big city. Somewhere. Or probably actually got hit with a faction council event for -20 food. Also, yep, he's broke and short on food. That's why his 2 armies that he can't afford are attritioning.
We feel honored.
2 food. I don't care what the sum here is, we just don't want a war with you.
An offer pregnant with future promise.
We keep complaining about minor things with the mod, but they're kind of impactful. Ma Teng, despite being austere, if he likes someone, he's wide open to diplomacy. If he dislikes someone, then he's very likely to declare war, regardless of their circumstances. He really likes us. We had a diplomatic marriage with him. That's slowly going away as the value drops. But he's still quite friendly with us. He might just declare war on us out of nowhere, though. I've seen it happen many times. Playing over here as Zhang Lu or as other characters. Taishitsa does show up. More than happy to pick him up. He also has Hail of Arrows. Could be actually fun and devastating to put him in an army with gunning. They both Hail of Arrows the crap out of enemies. He's not actually bad for having archers either. But he gets melee evasion for melee infantry in his own retinue. And range damage, so yeah, he can get either. Archers or melee infantry. Maybe we do a fun little mix of them in the future. I don't think melee infantry counts our Zhen defenders. Melee infantry is usually the purple or metal units. Swords, axes, Zhanma Jian, which are literally horse decapitating swords, is what it translates to. Zhanma Jian. Liu Yan took Badong. We reformed a coalition with Cao Cao's erstwhile ally. And Chen Wen declared war on the Duchy of Zhong. Fine with either of those again. I don't care about making better friends of either of them in this case. We'll go ahead with intimidation though. It's extra nice stats for us in the future as well. We'll be in plenty of wars before we know it. Now we can recruit for these ancillaries and sell them to Mr. Moneybags again, but we don't have to. We have plenty saved up. Can actually afford a second army now if we wanted to. A lot of our income's still coming from diplomacy, but not as much compared to before, relative to like what our actual income is. It's more diplomacy income than we had before, but as a percentage of our actual overall income after expenses, it's less. We can bring another character out. We actually did want to bring out Yang Wanwan, and since we have the extra cash, we're going to give her whole bunch of Zhen defenders. She can get this title After General of the Left, we've been paying extra for this army all this time because we're bad at remembering that kind of thing. We'll wait a turn. Oh boy. Here we are pinching pennies and forgetting to swap titles that save us quite a bit of coin. We can do this again. We actually want to start hitting our vassal master with reduced favor. Duchy of Zhong will very quickly become an enemy of the Han, who might still join the war. They're just going to siege forever. If they run out of military supplies, they'll have to run away. And they might. They're attritioning from not enough money, not enough food. Reserves are going to start to get low. They'll have rebellions back here. They might actually turn around. Pretty sad sight. Definitely the AI needs to manage that better. They're still developing the mod. It's very clearly got a few tweaks to be made, but there's so much they got right. I'm really being a little excessively critical of them. Liu Yan's finally coming north. He's going to develop that pass for us. That's 8k that we would have otherwise had to spend. It's not ours. But we will absolutely take it from them in the future. Nestled right up next to our territory. Our heir came of age. We've been taking so many turns. He finally came of age. We can now get more Zhenzhen defenders, and I think we actually do that right after we swapped the title of General of the Left too, of course. She's gonna get many more of them though. Still makes sense for her to pick up the title. We could actually get the other administrators in here if they're high enough rank. We'll take a look at our heir. Zheng Yi Zealot. He's also part of the Taoist sect. The wars of the land mean little to Zhang Fu, who devotes his time to spreading his father's teachings and raising alms for the poor. Very nice guy. We do respect caution and superstition. He's kind. Extra satisfaction faction-wide. A little bit extra public order. A little bit extra public order. A little bit extra satisfaction faction-wide. Less satisfaction from superstition, but overall great. Gets good armor and extra melee evasion. We can now give him things that will help us. Like extra industry income. And we can either reduce, yeah, we just have to reduce corruption. Don't need anything else on him. This is actually kind of useful. If we can reduce construction cost another percent faction-wide, that's fine. We'll take it. Got these units going. We were going to think about replacing these guys temporarily so the other administrators could get in here while she has General of the Left, but they're rank 4 and rank 4, so not ready yet.
I am here to serve.
She can swap her title to get extra peasantry income and not lose any satisfaction from it.
Your request, my lord.
She'll take 2 turns to coalesce, and then she'll be in here for free with all of those extra great units. Now, here's the thing. We don't need to keep this. We've been holding on to it because it's reducing construction cost here and in adjacent commanderies. We're going to start building tax collection, which does cost public order. When it becomes a problem, we destroy this and build grain storage, which also builds celestial masters and public order and gives a multiplier for income from peasantry. And extra reserves, which means this will be a very hard to assail place. And then once we rank up the city again, we'll give it a garrison, which is even more public order, and another garrison on top, and then Shangyong will just be a firm stronghold nobody can get through.
Caution.
That makes a crap ton of money. Tadwin, we do want him for the endgame court. extra replenishment faction-wide and satisfaction faction-wide. He actually would be a really great melee cavalry general. He gets Biting Gale, which is a crazy ability we'll have some fun with. We just need to make sure he's not a spy, and he's not. He comes with a really nice horse. We're going to give to Zhang Wei, who actually doesn't need it. Never mind. We'll give it to Zhang Lu. Gives fatigue resistance, but because Zhang Wei is currently married to Ma Yunlu, we have fatigue immunity. We would get fatigue resistance from this anyway. It does multiply, but we have complete immunity at the moment. We became selfless, extra public order faction-wide. Never a bad thing. These are not... We forgot. We see everybody's satisfaction is just fine now that we made it over all the humps of dealing with satisfaction issues before. Taishutsu will go ahead and start leveling through doing this assignment for us, which means we don't have to build this just yet, as the time and cost will be lower. The same amount of time lower as if we'd started it now next turn, but it will cost less. Economy's booming. Check our food deals again. Cao Cao's still poor as crap.
Yes,
We might as well get a food deal with him. Nah, never mind. We do have a decent shot that they leave and we can get some territory up north. Everything's looking good. Plenty of extra food. Do our Imperial favor next turn. This will have been a mostly development episode. Whoa. Okay, they think this is a really great offer, so they're asking for an insane amount of money, some food, and to give them territory.
We expected gratitude.
You were well mistaken. Yep, they settled that for us. It's a launching off point for them to go fight Ma Teng. On the flip side, it's an opportunity for Ma Teng to attack them at that newly established gate pass. Just depends on how the balance goes there. Our vassal this Zhengjiang's captured the Han Emperor again. Tao Tian's declared war on the Duchy of Zhong, and they've been declared an enemy of the Han, which means we gain imperial favor from attacking them now. And everybody will love us for doing that. We have the set bonus for this, so we can actually invest in that. We have plenty of cash too. We can do this now. Public order is going to continue to go down as we build these, but it's a ton of extra peasantry income that's really worth it for us. We're going to finally... Well, they're attritioning really badly. We can wait until they leave and then really go take Qingzhou. They'll be attrition from the siege as well. They might end up taking it after all. It just depends. Now we can pull out... We'll leave this open for our other administrators to get some extra troops, especially in Basi, since if we do end up at war with our vassal master, this is the southernmost point we have as a stronghold. We need labor, because we will get artisans from this, and it will increase both industry and peasantry income here. It's perfect for this commandery. We can continue to build this, and this reduces adjacent commandery construction costs still. We go ahead and pick up the builder and ditch the character. There was a weapon, I think, in here. That's a horse. We could use the horse. Here's what we do. For 1,000, we will have bought the horse, who we will actually just straight up give right now to Young 1-1. More peasantry income from Resolve. Take this off of her. Take this off him. Take that away. Hang on. Could give it to Anguo. In fact, hang on. We've forgotten about this for a few turns now. You can get even more peasantry income. We don't need the population growth any longer. We're looking for a local administrator to pair with this for the peasantry income this way. Speedy construction might be worth the loss of industry income, but maybe not. We're finding fewer and fewer partners to sell food to as people conquer more land. But then as they build their cities up, they will need more food eventually. Liu Biao is probably spending himself into the ground for food. Yep, he's going to need even more when this is done. Spend even more with us. Happy to see it. And we will use the start of the next turn as our save point. It's been a long episode of development, but we're finally out of the woods economically. We're gearing up to build our first
This should meet your favor.
additional army. We're not joining that war, my friend.
We withdraw it then.
Liu Yan's trying to sabotage our attempts to build our economy so that we can get our independence. He doesn't know he's doing it, but he is. Curious to see if Li Zhe's armies will hang in there long enough to take anything. They could have taken it turns ago.
Air is rekindled.
Just kind of watching them like, what are you doing? Hot potato with the Emperor. Timeouts needs some food. We get Imperial favor for giving it to him, and we lose Imperial favor if we don't. So we do have the food to do that. Not yet Marquis still. Oh, this is a hard choice. Population growth and public order is always good, but the rerolls we do want to take. We'll pick it up here next time. It's been a little bit of a slower episode, but we're fine with that after all of the anxiety of maybe we get declared war on and rolled over before we can afford better units and a full army. We might actually build a second army now. We're making like 6k a turn. It's overall pretty great. Campaign's progressing along nicely. Once we finally get our independence, we might actually go after all of this nice territory here. Build up our economy even further, solidify our borders and relations with neighboring factions, and then turn and smash Liu Yan. He's actually expanded into all of Badong as well, so we'll get the opportunity to take over this and all of this. We want Guojia. Hi there. He's too happy. AI gets all of the titles for free. Anyway, we'll pick it up here next time. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye!